Dear respected friends, this exact second, the universe is sending you a transmission coded in a frequency most will never learn to decode. And this message, it won't come again in this form. Not like this. If you're hearing it, it's because you're ready. Ready to see what you've been too afraid to name. Ready to feel what you've been taught to ignore. That quiet hum in your chest. That echo beneath your ribs. It's not nostalgia. It's not regret. It's the resonance of all the lives you could have lived. The paths you didn't walk. The choices you left behind. They're still there, not haunting you, witnessing you. And here's the truth no one tells you. Those unlived versions of you aren't mourning your absence. They're honoring your courage. Because some roads you walked away from weren't missed opportunities. They were disasters in disguise. You turned your back not out of fear, but protection. You guarded your essence. You preserved your becoming. So forgive her, forgive him, forgive that version of you who chose survival over spectacle, who said no when the world screamed yes, who stayed when leaving would have shattered someone else. You did the best you could with the awareness you had, and that was always enough. You haven't fallen behind. There is no cosmic deadline you missed while others raced. Ahead, you've been gestating in the dark, like stars forming in silent voids. Long before your light became visible, every pause, every detour, every moment you chose stillness over speed, that wasn't delay, that was discernment. You didn't miss your moment, you became it. Now, here's where quantum reality bends. Those abandoned paths, they're not gone. They're woven into your current frequency. The field knows the signature of someone who walked through fire and didn't burn, someone who emerged more themselves, not less. You're not the sum of your mistakes. You're the luminescence of incomplete stories. Proof that unfinished doesn't mean unworthy, and right now, you're in a portal, a rare window where time thins and alignment deepens. The ghosts of your unlived lives aren't here to pull you backward. They're here to bow to the version of you who made it. So when their whispers rise, don't silence them. Let them gather. Let them see what you've built from broken plans, dissolved dreams, and soil soaked in disappointment. And then lift your face. Not in apology, not in regret, but in awe. Because you're here, against every doubt, against every near collapse, against the silence of those who never believed. You made it, and that changes everything. Because in the quantum field, nothing is fixed. The past exists in superposition, multiple truths held at once, until you observe it. And the moment you meet your history with compassion instead of shame, the field collapses into a new reality. You don't change what happened, but you rewrite its meaning. You shift its frequency. And when your inner world restructures, your outer world must follow. Growth isn't linear, it's spiral. You return to the same wounds, but from a higher orbit. What looked like failure now reveals itself as foundation. Stop comparing your chapter 7 to someone else's chapter 20. Your timeline isn't late, it's sacred. You are exactly where you need to be to receive what's coming. And what's coming, it needed every detour, every delay, every wrong turn, because those weren't errors, they were calibrations. You're not just living your life, you're broadcasting it, and the field responds to your signal. So release the identity that clings to regret like it's loyalty. Grieve the future you thought you'd have, then fall wildly in love with the one unfolding now. The ghosts witness your transformation, then thank them and set them free. Because this path, the real one, the one beneath your feet, is where the magic lives. And what if every closed door was actually divine redirection? What if the universe has been conspiring for you this whole time, not in the way you expected, but in the way you needed? This isn't about positive thinking, it's about quantum reorientation. You're not passive, you're a conscious co-creator. And the unchosen paths, They were never failures. They were frequencies you no longer needed to carry, those paths you didn't take. They're not voids, they're negative space, the silence between notes that makes your symphony sacred. And when you see your entire journey, not as scattered mistakes, but as a coherent unfolding, something shifts. You stop reacting to the past. You start resonating with your potential. This isn't just theory, it's embodiment. So do this with me now, not as a comment, but as a ritual. Type this exact phrase: I honor every path I didn't take, not for the algorithm, not for engagement, but as an energetic declaration, a signal sent straight into the quantum field. Because when you speak truth aloud, in community, in witness, you collapse the wave. You choose which reality becomes real. This is the observer effect in action. Consciousness doesn't just watch reality, it shapes it. The moment you name your shift, your brain rewires. Your heart's electromagnetic field broadcasts a new signal, and the universe, ever responsive, mirrors it back. This isn't poetry, it's quantum mechanics. Transformation doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from witnessing what is, accepting what was, and declaring what's emerging. So ask yourself, what path did I walk away from that was actually protecting me? Which ghost am I ready to thank and release? Your words send ripples, and someone somewhere needs to feel that pulse right now. You've carried shame like proof you're broken, but shame is just unreleased energy, the friction between who you were and who you're becoming. Honor your whole path, and that friction becomes fuel. Breathe into that. Let it land in your bones. This knowing doesn't live in your mind. It lives in your cells. You were never broken. You were breaking open. If this is resonating, you're not just subscribing to a channel. You're joining a field, a movement of conscious creators who know we're not victims, we're broadcasters. And the more of us who hold this frequency, the more the collective shifts. This moment, this transmission, wasn't random. The field doesn't deliver by accident. You've been preparing for this. Every doubt, every near collapse, every lonely night, they built your capacity to hold what's coming. And what's coming isn't about external success. It's about internal depth. How much truth you can embody without shrinking. How much reality you can hold without fragmenting. To step into that, you must release the version of you that confuses worthiness with performance. The one who thinks love must be earned. That version got you here, but it can't take you forward, because where you're going demands you know. Not hope, not believe, but know that you are already whole. Now, listen closely. Quantum physics confirms it. Reality isn't fixed. At the subatomic level, particles exist as probability waves until consciousness observes them. Then, they collapse into form. Apply that to your past. Every memory you replay, you're collapsing it again. Now, you choose. Does it prove you're broken or that you're unbreakable? Same events, different observation, different reality. Your power isn't in changing the past. It's in transforming your relationship to it. Shift the meaning, and the field must respond. Try this now. Bring up a moment you've labeled as failure. Now, see it as your initiation, as the exact crack that let the light in. Feel that shift? That's not just a thought. That's your heart coherence rising, your nervous system moving from survival to sacred alignment. And in coherence, you become a transmitter, broadcasting a frequency the universe can't ignore. Here's the paradox that liberates. You are already whole and still becoming. You are complete and evolving. Hold both, and miracles stop being rare. They become rhythm. This is just the surface. If you're ready to master the full architecture of frequency, the 9 master frequencies, heart-brain coherence, becoming the signal itself. I've mapped it all in beyond the frequencies. Think of water. It doesn't fight its nature. It flows. And in that surrender, it carves canyons. You're like that. Your essence is constant. Your form is fluid. Resist that, and you create destructive interference. 2 waves cancelling each other. Who you're trying to be versus who you're meant to become. The result? Stagnation. Not brokenness, frequency conflict. But when you stop fighting your own evolution, reality stops resisting you, not because life gets easier, but because you're finally in phase with your own becoming. You're moving forward with your hands, but your consciousness is still gripping the past. The universe doesn't punish you for that, it mirrors it. When you broadcast mixed signals, I want abundance in words, but scarcity in your nervous system, the field can't deliver clarity, not because it's ignoring you, but because contradiction is the signal you're sending. And what you emit, you experience. But there's another possibility: constructive interference. When your inner truth and outer intention sync, they don't just add, they multiply. That's when stuck doors swing open. That's when resources appear. That's when the right people find you. Not because you visualize them, but because you stopped broadcasting noise and became coherent. And coherence, it's magnetic. Most of you aren't failing. You're forcing, trying to control timelines, manipulate outcomes, wrestle reality into submission. But real manifestation isn't about imposing your will. It's about tuning your frequency to what's already trying to emerge through you. Those synchronicities you keep dismissing, that sudden clarity before doubt rushed back in, those weren't flukes. They were confirmations, the field whispering you're on track. But every time you rationalize them away, you train yourself to be deaf to your own guidance. Remember this: you're a tuning fork. Strike the frequency of fear, and you'll resonate with fearful experiences. Vibrate unworthiness, and the world will echo it back, not as punishment, but as resonance. Yet, here's your power. You can shift your frequency right now. No perfect life required. No years of waiting. Just one choice. Stop resonating with the old story. Start attuning to the truth of who you're becoming. This transmission, it's not just words, it's a frequency, inviting you to sync with it. And if you're still here, listening, some part of you already is. This moment is sacred. You'll never be exactly this ready again. So if you've been waiting for a sign that you're not crazy, that more is possible, this is it. But you must claim it, not half-heartedly, but with full conviction. Because your consciousness is your most potent technology, wield it with clarity. And you don't just change your life, you reshape probability itself. Now, practical integration. Tonight, speak to your ghosts, the unlived versions of you, the paths you left behind, not with regret, with gratitude. Thank them for showing you what mattered. Then release them back into the quantum field. You can't receive your future while clutching your might-have-beens. But releasing the past isn't enough. You must embody the future. So every morning, before your phone, before the world hijacks your state, take 3 minutes. Don't visualize having become. Want abundance. Drop into the feeling of someone who knows they're always provided for. Crave love. Embody the frequency of someone who knows they're worthy of it. Full stop. Seek success. Live from the identity of someone whose value needs no proof. Feel it in your body. Let it reset your nervous system. Then live from that state all day. Make choices from it. Respond from it. Because the universe doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to who you are. This isn't wishful thinking, it's quantum creation, consciously collapsing the wave into the timeline you're ready to walk. Do this daily, and you don't just shift thoughts. You rewire your brain, recalibrate your heart's EM field, and broadcast a signal the universe must reflect. And yes, what if life feels like it's falling apart? Then hear this. Your circumstances are a lagging indicator, showing you the frequency you broadcast yesterday, not what's possible today. Don't wait for your life to change before you raise your vibration. That's trying to fix the reflection. Without stepping into a new light, change the source. Everything else follows. Your power was never in your circumstances. It's in how you meet them, not by denying the storm, but by holding a frequency deeper than the chaos. You can take action. You must take action. But do it from coherence, not panic, from trust, not terror. And when you do, the field notices. It may not unfold on your timeline. It may not look how you imagined, but it responds because you're demonstrating a level of consciousness most never access. And that awareness? It opens doors force could never touch. Think of the caterpillar in the chrysalis. From the inside,
quantum alignment.
it looks
Match
like
your inner
annihilation,
frequency
body
to your desired
dissolving into
reality.
formless soup.
Not by faking
If it
positivity,
could speak, it would scream,
but by dissolving
"I'm
old
dying,"
patterns
but
and
it's
letting
not
new
death.
ones emerge.
It's necessary
Quantum
unbecoming.
anchoring.
So if your
Hold
life
that
feels like
frequency
soup
until your
right
new
now,
timeline
if
becomes your
identities
only
are
reality.
crumbling,
You're not
structures
forcing
collapsing,
change.
breathe.
You're returning
This
home.
isn't failure.
This is the most
it's
critical
transformation.
phase, where
And
most shifts
transformation
collapse back into the old
always
reality.
looks like destruction.
Quantum anchoring
From the inside,
is where the real work
what's
happens.
forming in the dark.
You must maintain
Something
alignment
your
with
current
your new
mind
timeline,
can't fathom.
even when your eyes
Something
still
that
see
requires
the
you
old
to
world.
let go of
This
who
isn't
you
about
were.
willpower or fake
Before we
positivity.
close,
It's
one
about trusting
sacred
the
act.
quantum process.
Drop
even
one
when
word in the
proof hasn't
comments,
arrived.
not the right
During
word.
anchoring, you'll experience
Not the
superposition
spiritual
bleeding.
one. The
Fragments
word
of
alive
your
in
new
you right
timeline
now,
begin to leak
the
in.
signal you're sending
Dreams
to the
more real
field.
than waking
Because
life.
when you name
Insights
it in
from
community,
nowhere.
you
Knowing
don't just
things
think
you
it,
couldn't possibly
you declare
know.
it into reality.
This isn't delusion.
And this
It's
transmission.
quantum access.
Watch it again
Your
tomorrow
awareness
before
bridging
the
timelines.
world sets
Information
your frequency.
flows freely when
Let
consciousness
it
isn't
recalibrate
trapped in linear
your
time.
nervous system.
And
if
here's how to
someone comes to
accelerate
mind,
it exponentially.
someone wrestling
There's a
with their
sacred
past,
window each day,
share it.
1
not
hour
as
before
content,
sunrise,
as a
when the
frequency
Schumann
offering,
resonance dips to its
because
lowest.
when you give
At this
this
moment,
truth,
dimensional
you amplify it in
barriers thin.
yourself. You
Your
expand
consciousness
the
becomes
collective
naturally
field.
malleable.
You accelerate everyone's awakening,
Practice
including
this.
your own.
Lie down. Breathe
Subscribe, not
deep. Feel
just
your
for
awareness
videos,
expand
but
beyond
to stay
your body.
coherent with this
Rest
truth.
as pure consciousness.
What we're building
not the story
isn't
of
a
your
channel.
current life.
It's a
Then
consciousness
reach
field
toward the
where
timeline where your
transformation
deepest desire
isn't hoped
is already
for.
real.
It's
Don't
inevitable,
visualize
and
details.
you made
Feel
it
the
here
energy.
through every collapse.
What does it feel like
every
to live
doubt,
in a reality
every
where
near
everything
surrender?
flows?
That's not luck.
Let that
That's
sensation
proof.
fill every cell.
You are more
Let it
resilient,
rewrite your
more ready
electromagnetic signature.
than you've allowed yourself
This
to
isn't
believe.
imagination. It's
So
quantum
when the ghosts
calibration,
rise,
tuning your inner
let them
frequency
witness
to
you.
receive a new broadcast.
Let them see what you've
The
become
more you
through
do
the
this,
fire.
the faster your outer
Because
world
of the
catches
fire,
up. But remember,
then lift
external
your head,
change comes
not in
last.
shame,
First,
but in awe.
shift in
You're
awareness,
still here,
then
still
energy,
choosing,
then
still
synchronicities,
becoming.
then
The signal
manifestation.
has landed.
Trust
the
the
universe
silence
doesn't
before
send
the shift. Nothing
transmissions to
seems to
closed
happen
receivers
until everything
You're
changes
ready.
at once.
Not
You didn't
when
find
things
this
calm
by
down.
accident.
Not
Every
when
struggle,
you feel
every
ready.
choice for growth was training for this moment.
Now
You're ready.
This
Not because
is your
you're
moment
perfect,
to step into the
but because you've
reality
become
you've
quantum
been preparing
coherent.
for.
But
Not
here's
by
the final
force,
truth.
but by
Timeline
frequency.
shifting isn't
You
about
didn't
escaping
survive
your
all
current
this.
reality.
To play small,
It's about transcending
the ghosts
it
are watching.
from a place of
the
mastery,
field is
not
listening,
rejection.
and you're
Timeline
finally
shifting
ready
isn't
to
about
become
escaping your
everything
current
you've
reality.
always been.
It's about
And
graduating from
that
it.
is worth
Some call
celebrating.
this spiritual
Now,
bypassing.
what happens when
But
you
it's
stop
not denial,
forcing
it's
and
recognition.
start flowing?
Problems
When you
aren't
release
universal
control and let
truths.
life move
They're
through
features
you.
of this timeline.
That's where quantum
Why fix
mastery
what's
begins.
broken
The
when you
next
can step
video
into a
reveals
reality
the
where it was
secret
never
of
broken?
effortless creation.
This isn't laziness.
How to stop
It's
chasing
quantum efficiency.
reality and
So
allow
stop
it
asking,
to chase you.
how do I solve
This
this?
is your natural
Start
next
asking,
step.
which
Don't
timeline
miss
do
it.
I want to live in?